anti-abortion campaign was using an Ed Sheeran song to drum up support for a public referendum on abortion, and Ed Sheeran got wind of it and he is responding. So the song is called Small Bump. We have a clip of the part that is essentially being tapped by the anti-abortion campaign for their own goals. Take a look.
You are my one and only. You can wrap your fingers round my thumb and hold me tight. You'll be alright. 'Cause you were just a small bump, unborn for 4 months, then torn from life. Maybe you were needed up there, but we're still unaware. That's why.
So according to Ed Sheeran and people who did research into the song, that song is not about an abortion. It's about a miscarriage, and it's a story of something that happened to a friend of his. But here is his response saying, I've been informed that my song, Small Bump, is being used to promote the pro-life campaign. And I feel it's important to let you know I have not given approval for this use, and it does not reflect what the song is about. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
Ed aborts this idea.
Thanks for sharing.
Educate them. Ed, word. Killing it. What a weird position to be in where you're like, he wrote this song about a friend's experience with a miscarriage.
Baby, yeah.
And it's a very touching moment. Like you were a small bump and you're gone and it's sad. And then to be used by someone for something completely different.
People in sun visors and signs outside of Planned Parenthood are like, yep, see, same thing. And it's like, guys, can you just be fair? Come on.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like if artistically and if that was my music, I would be. I think Ed handled this really well. I mean, he wasn't like flippant or outraged, at least from his tweets and when he said online. But it's always so funny how people just misinterpret things and then take onus of what they're misinterpreting. Like, you know, let's say the song is "Baby One More Time" from Britney Spears. Could that be a pro-choice song? You know, "Baby One More Time, Another Baby." You know, like people just take stuff and run with it. Did you guys get it? You guys got it, right? Okay, cool.
Right.
Did you get it, Brooke? Did you get it?
Kind of.
Explain it to her again.
No, don't, please.
Baby One More Time means we want another baby?
This happens all the time on like campaign trails where like a lot of bands are typically like support Democratic candidates, and then Republicans are pretty hard pressed to find a band that would be fine with them using their song. Like the Rolling Stones are always like, yes, every 4 years we have to say, please stop using Start Me Up. Like it's not for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. This is a strange bit of news. It's such a weird position for him to be in.
At the least it's insensitive.
Yeah.
Because this was, supposed to be like something heartwarming for his friends who went through something tragic. And to use that to kind of force this anti-choice agenda, it's not really fair. It's not. And
it's not fair.
It's not fair. It's not nice. And you just think about like those 2 people that he wrote this for, and that this is kind of mean.
And Amar is probably the experience they possibly would have had, receiving that song from Ed Sheeran. Imagine Ed Sheeran writing a song for you about something that was that traumatic, or now you're like, damn. What songs in the past though have been used? I was trying to think about this morning. I couldn't find. I was tweeting and looking in Wikipediaing songs that were really controversial, that weren't meant to be controversial, but were used for controversial things. I couldn't find any.
When I think of that, I always think of like the campaign song that gets used. And then I don't know. There's always like people get their images misrepresented just because it's like a good like opportunity. I find also there was that original commercial about the like Native American with the single tear running down the face that gets used frequently like in other political ads. Like they use the same tropes, but it's difficult when people like repurpose something that was made for one particular reason to another that kind of is in conflict with it. There's another Ed Sheeran story that like, did you know that his medical records were accessed illegally by a hospital? He had a bicycle accident in October, and then afterwards it was discovered that like someone went through at the hospital and just like took a look at Ed Sheeran's medical records. What the hell were they looking for?
Just being nosy. But this took me down a rabbit hole of small instances and like how often this happens.
Yeah.
That people who are nurses or doctors or somehow have access to medical records, and you're not allowed to look at anybody's medical record, regardless of if you have access, unless there's a medically necessary reason. And how often people do that for personal reasons. I think I saw one, it was like they found out a nephew's girlfriend had a baby and given a baby up for adoption and then told everyone in the family.
Right.
I would do that. I would do that so much.
That's some serious immoral sleuthing.
Yeah.
Would you not?
No, but so I was gonna
I
ask
would
that
do
question.
it. That's. I mean, I'm not proud of that, but like
Right.
my instinct would be absolutely like I'm gonna go look
You
through
would
your
go
medical.
through and look through everyone like that. Yeah.
If your
Yes,
favorite
it's so
celebrity came
bad.
in.
It's not a good instinct.
No, but that's a very honest and natural instinct. Like, listen,
Good
I
God.
used to work for a telecom company who we have celebrities that have accounts, right? So major celebrities. And so,
bless
you know,
you.
people, like they'll send in their handlers in and they'll say, oh, I need a phone for whatever. And then so the people that access the account also can see like call records and they can see like
Dude.
everything. And it's just, I mean, I've never done that, but people have also been fired for that. But at the same time though, it's just because we're to blame because we put celebrities on these super huge platforms of how they're so interesting when they're just people like, what can we possibly find from Ed Sheeran's medical record? He's an O negative. I mean,
But yes, if I worked
Right.
at T-Mobile when I was like in high school, for sure, like because I don't think as an adult I would make this decision because like now I have like bills and stuff. In high school I was trying to pay for dumb stuff. But like if I was in high school, let's say I like worked for T-Mobile, yes, I would have looked through my boyfriend's phone records. Absolutely. But we're talking about
Good
people
for
who took
you.
like the Hippocratic Oath.
Right.
Like we're talking about people who
Do no harm.
Did I say the word right? Oh my god.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
But like we're talking about people who went to school for like, and they have a passion for it, and they're throwing it all away,
Dude.
to be nosy.
Right.
And it's like I don't.
I knew a bunch of urologists who
Okay.
the way that they communicate like what's wrong with people's wieners is to take pictures of them and show them to the attendings. But when they'd get drunk, they would just be like, "You want to see a weird penis?"
Do you hear about Apple employees who see nudes all the time?
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
they take the
absolutely.
phone to the
Oh, my computer crashed. It's like, yeah, I know what sites you went to. Idiot.
I see nudes all the time in my other job because
You
we have to
do?
transfer people's pictures. Absolutely. You can see everything. Yeah, people are dirty. You guys are dirty. That's all I gotta say. Dirty Sanchez's. That's
But you've
it.
never shared it. Dirty.
Oh, have I ever shared a have I ever shared a penis pic?
No, you have not.
Oh.
Oh, we're not having this conversation.
Yeah.
No.